sophomore, plays third base, also pitches. Number 10, Troy Quinn. Next we have a sophomore, he catches and plays outfield. Number 8, Mike O'Brien.
But you gotta love that. Yeah, you know.
Number 9, Matt Johnson. Next we have a senior. He pitches and plays outfield. Number 13, Brett Hasselpop. Next we have a senior. He plays second base. Number 18, Steve Orman. Next we have a senior. He's an outfielder. Number 22, Nick Saccone. Next we have a senior. He plays shortstop. Number 25, Jason Connor. Next is a junior. He pitches and plays third base. Number 34, Joe Zazworski. Next we have a senior. He pitches and also catches. Number 36, Mark Wagner. And finally a junior, an outfielder. Number 39, Dan Rafferty. Tom Great. Sorry about that. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Wolverines of Kennedy-Kenrick. Now a senior, he pitches and plays first base, number 31, Matt Kirsch. For the pitcher, number 16, Pat Borshin. Next we have a and also plays outfield, number 39, Dave Omar. Next is a sophomore, he pitches and plays. Now for the starters. An outfielder, he's a senior, number 10, Anthony Patine. Next is a senior. First baseman, also plays outfield, Ted Petrolowicz. Next we have a senior, he's a second baseman and shortstop. Where's number 6, Nick Hannon. Next is a junior, he's a pitcher and also plays infielder, number 24, Mike Costanzo. Next we have a catcher. Where's number 25, Jim Gillen. Next is a senior, he's an outfielder, number 7, Marty Higgins. Next we have a junior, he's a center fielder, number 20, John Gardner. Next is an outfielder. He's a senior, number 20, Anthony Aldamari. Next we have a senior, he pitches and also plays outfield, number 37, John Zambicelli, I'm sorry. Okay. And finally, an outfielder. Where's number 10? Anthony Patine. I think I did get him. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Patriots of Archbishop Carroll. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to ask you to remove your hats as we have our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to LaSalle University and the 2001 Catholic League Baseball Championship game. It will be the Wolverines of Kennedy-Kenrick and the Patriots of Archbishop Carroll in an all-Southern Division final. And the Patriots take the field. Umpires going over the ground rules. Jim Ritchie will be the home plate ump. Bruce Martin at first base. Gene Otto at second. And Carlos Deno at third. Assistant Jack Vandergrift for KK, and the head coach for Carroll is Fran Murphy. Defensively for Carroll, the first baseman is Ted Piotrowicz. Second baseman is John Gardner. The shortstop is Mick Hannon. And at third, Mike Costanzo. The left fielder, Marty Higgins. In center, Anthony Patini. In right, Anthony Altamare. The catcher is Jim Gillen. And on the mound, senior right-hander John Zamicelli. Okay, here we go. Leading off for the Wolverines is the second baseman, Steve Orman. He'll be followed by third baseman Matt Johnson and first baseman Chris Lubanski. Top of the first, Zamicelli to Orman. That's a ball one. In the playoffs, KK has won twice to get here. Orman is 2 for 5 with an RBI and has scored 2 runs. 2-0. KK defeated O'Hara in its second round game, its first appearance, in 9 innings on the only error of the game. And then drilled LaSalle 9-1 in the semifinals. 3-0 to Orman. Zamicelli played right field for Carroll in the semifinal win over Judge. And 4 straight balls. Orman on first. Third baseman Matt Johnson. He has both pitching wins. Pitched one inning in relief to get the O'Hara win and went the distance against LaSalle. As a batter, he's 2 for 7 with 2 RBI. There goes Orman, and he gets credit for a steal as the ball squirts past Gillen. So Orman in scoring position just like that. KK is known for this, exhibiting great pressure on the defense. The Wolverines will run into the occasional out that looks kind of stupid, but it's all part of the plan. They just think overall they're going to come out ahead. One and one to Johnson. Orman, a medium lead. Zamicelli fakes him back. Piotrowicz in on the grass, far at first base, looking bunt. Johnson shows it, then pulls back. Partial sunshine right now. We do have a threat of sprinkles, and there were some earlier today. Johnson bunts it foul. 2-2. Orman not very far off the base. I think Zamicelli needs to focus on throwing strikes here. But again, that's that pressure KK likes to put on. He tries to bunt it on the third strike. Unorthodox, as we mentioned. And that's a strikeout for Zamicelli. First baseman, a sophomore, Chris Lubanski. Left-handed hitter. Is 1 for 6 in the playoffs with an RBI. regarded as one of the top sophomores in the area. Some would say the country. He's played a lot of AAU ball, various tournaments, has a very good reputation. Takes the ball one. Orman again, just a short lead. Ball two, so Zamichelli struggling with his control early. He had a tender arm at the start of the season, and that allowed the third baseman Costanzo to become a starting pitcher, and he has thrived in that role. (2-0). Lubanski will be looking fastball in a good spot. He got one. It's deep to right. Wind carries it, but it's going to stay in the yard. And Orman easily moves up to third. So Orman now at third base with 2 away on the fly out to right by Lubanski. And that'll bring us to the pitcher, Brett Hesselpoth. Hesselpoth does not yet have a hit in the playoffs, 0 for 7. Interesting story here, he formerly attended Carroll. Ball one. In between, he went to Plymouth Whitemarsh and came to Kennedy-Kenrick this year. Not a lot of noise yet from the fans. Mostly KK's players making noise, but the fans are pretty quiet so far. The 2-0. You saw it down 3-0 to Hesselpoth. Not close, so that's a 4-pitch walk to Hesselpoth. He'll be at first. Runners at first and third for Jason Connor. At first base, now we have a courtesy runner, Mike Rafferty, the 2-out courtesy runner in the Catholic League for the pitcher and catcher. Jason Connor, senior shortstop. He's been the Wolves' best hitter thus far. And he's showing bunt as he waits. Takes for a strike. Connor 3 for 6 with 2 RBI. One and one. Important sequence here for Zamichelli. Could set the tone for the whole game. Mike Rafferty. Decent lead. He holds. And ball 2. Right field, carrying, wrapped up, Anthony Altamare. So Carroll evades the jam there. Zamichelli, after 1/2 inning, no score. Defensively for KK, the first baseman, Chris Lubanski. Second is Steve Orman. Short, Jason Connor. Third base, Matt Johnson. Left fielder, Dan Rafferty. Center field, Nick Saccone. And the right fielder is Joe Zazworski. Your catcher, Mark Wagner. And on the mound, senior right-hander Brett Hesselpoth. For the Patriots, leading off, the senior first baseman, three-sport athlete Ted Piotrowicz. He'll be followed by Mick Hannon and Mike Costanzo. Strike one from Hesselpoth. Carroll played just the one game to reach the final. In that one, Piotrowicz was 1 for 2 and scored a run. Also drew 2 walks. Ted Piotrowicz, the goalie for the soccer team and the defensive stalwart for the basketball team. And he rips it to left center on his horse, Saccone. Nice play. Nick Saccone, 1 down. Senior shortstop, Mick Hannon. 0 for 3 against Judge. Did score a run and drew a walk. Hesselpoth pitching ahead so far. 0-1 to Hannon. Hesselpoth was the starting pitcher in the O'Hara game. Did not get the decision, but pitched well. One, two. A little bit low. Hesselpoth pitched 7 1/3 innings versus O'Hara. Gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Ripped, and it's down. Into right center. Mick Hannon gets a 1-out base hit. He's at first. Mike Costanzo. He had an RBI single to help himself against Judge. Up and in, ball 1. So Hesselpoth in minor difficulty for the moment. 1 out, man on first. First 2 hitters made good contact against him. So does Costanzo, but it's foul. See if Hannon has any interest in running here. He holds. And it's 2-1. Looked like a changeup. Costanzo was a 2-way first-team All-Catholic player. Made it as a pitcher and infielder. Takes a strike. 2-2 to Costanzo. On deck is the catcher, Jim Gillen. There's the runner. There's a rip. It's into right center. It's probably going to go to the fence. It does. Here comes Hannon. He scores easily. And into second base, blowing a bubble in celebration, Mike Costanzo. An RBI double. Carroll leads it 1-0. Catcher Jim Gillen, he's a junior. 0 for 3 thus far. Takes a strike 1. Orman, the second baseman, babysitting Costanzo. Staying in the area. Now he goes back to his position. Ooh. And Gillen takes that one. Looked like it was on the left shoulder. Trots to first. First and second now for the Patriots. Marty Higgins of field goal kicking fame. All kinds of records set by this young man. Takes the strike one. He's playing left field today. In the earlier playoff game, he drew 2 walks, also had an RBI single. Hesselpath has to find it here. Just out. Tapper, that's past Hesselpath. Connor gets it on a slide and then throws it away. So 1 run will score. Costanzo. Connor made the good play. Should have eaten the ball, however. Really had no chance at first, and it got past Lubanski. Carroll, 2-0. Sophomore John Gardner, second baseman. First pitch swinging to Saccone in center. And no attempt by Gillen to come home. 2 away. 2 big runners still waiting to be driven home. Anthony Altamare with the chance to do it. He's the right fielder. Takes the ball low. Gardner was in and out of there so quick, I didn't have a chance to tell you. He was 1 for 3 against Judge. Had a 2-run single. Altamare was 0 for 3. Two nothing Patriots. Chopped. And Wagner will pick it up foul. One pitch to Altamare. Just missed. Couple tight calls here of going against Hesselpath in this first inning, and he's reacted a little bit. He's going to have to keep his focus. Third baseman Johnson gets the out across to Lubanski. That'll end the inning. But Carroll scores twice. After 1, 2-0. Top of the second, the catcher, Mark Wagner. Best defensive catcher in the city, considered. Bats in the 6th hole. It'll be Wagner, Zazworski, and Saccone. Strike 1. So Zamicelli now has been staked to a 2-run lead. Let's see how that affects his performance. One and one. Really kind of surprised. I thought the crowd would be a lot more involved in this game. So far, not really. These schools are virtual neighbors. Hannon on the dive smothers, and that's all he'll be able to do. So that's an infield single for Mark Wagner. The right fielder, Joe Zazworski. He's 1 for 6. Wagner now 2 for 8 in the playoffs. Lifted. It'll be Costanzo in foul territory. One away. Center fielder Nick Saccone. 1 for 5 so far. Does have an RBI. He's one of those backward guys. Throws left-handed, bats right-handed. Wagner back easily at first. Decent speed. We'll see if he goes here at some point. A little bit longer lead. That's up. Lifted again, left side. This time, Costanzo again. Fair territory. 2 gone. At first base, we have the courtesy runner, Jason Rowinski. And the batter, junior left fielder, is Dan Rafferty. He's 1 for 4, has scored 3 times though. And back into first base goes Rowinski. Man on first, 2 away. Rafferty, the twin brother of Mike Rafferty, who was a courtesy runner earlier. Good fastball. Behind it is Rafferty. Again, the swing at the high fastball, no contact. 0-2. Foul back. Zamicelli seems to be overly concerned with a guy who has shown no indication that he wants to run yet. A lot of time so far in this game, very slow moving. Jim Ritchie trying to get them in gear a little. There goes the runner. Gillen's throw, true, and gone. Nice shot, Jim Gillen to the second baseman Gardner. Rowinski, the courtesy runner, erased, and we're through 1.5, 2-0 Carroll. Eight, 9-1 for Carroll. Zamicelli, Anthony Patini, and Ted Piotrowicz. First pitch is bounced by Hesselpoth. It's 1-0 to John Zamicelli. 0 for 2 so far in the playoffs. To Connor at short. Gets him by a little more than a step. 1 away. Anthony Patini. Center fielder. Did not play the other day. Hard and through. Patini hits a nice single to center, and he's a one-out runner. Ted Piotrowicz, 0 for 1 today. Hit a deep fly to left center his first trip. Not too common to see a first baseman leading off. But Ted has decent speed. Not a jet, but an aggressive runner and a smart runner. 2-0 to Piotrowicz. Lead on the fastball was up anyway. Left field and sinking fast. Drops in front of Rafferty. So that's a base hit for Piotrowicz. He's at first. Patini now at second base. McHannon, 1 for 1. Singled hard to right center. Hesselpoth again in scramble mode. It's 1-0 to Hannon. Matt Johnson up on the grass at third base. Orman for the moment hugging second base. Now goes back and it's high. 2-0. Strike one. On the lines for Carroll at first base is Tim Noon, and at third is the head coach Fran Murphy. Up the middle, Orman is going to get a double play with a good throw, and he does. Second baseman Steve Orman, good footwork getting to the bag, maintaining his position, and a decent throw to first base for the double up. 2-0 Carroll.
Number 39, Dan Rafferty.
Top of the third, Dan Rafferty, the left fielder. Didn't get a chance to finish his at bat when the courtesy runner Ruwinski was thrown out trying to steal. So he'll start things in the third. It'll be Rafferty, Orman, and Johnson. Showed bunt, pulled it back, and did so quickly enough. I might appeal that one. Now Bruce Martin backs up Jim Ritchie. There's a strike. Two and one to Dan Rafferty. Now he's got a good count to look for a fastball. KK one hit so far. And that is walk number 3.
That'll bring out a
Steve Orman walked in the first inning. Real nice lead for Dan Rafferty. He holds. Orman pulls back. It's low. Ball 1. Zamichelli, that little step up and raise the arm fake. Wow, an actual throw. Not in time. Again, Orman shows, again, there's no reason to offer. It's 2-0. Fran Murphy is going to head to the mound. Does not like what he sees. Orman again. Now he calls time. Jim Ritchie losing his patience a little bit. Strike one called. Matt Johnson on deck. Rafferty still the good lead. Faked going. Orman holds, and it's 3-1. To center field. That really carried, got up in that wind. Anthony Patini with the catch. One down. Matt Johnson, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Takes a strike one. I think if Dan Rafferty had tagged up on that long fly ball, he might have been able to go to second base. That was pretty deep. The wind really took it. But he's still at first. And the ball is going to be tight to the line, right on it, one way or the other. Foul ball. Foul ball. 0-2 to Johnson. Rafferty goes, and the pitch is high. Rafferty, stolen base. One, two. Close, but out. 2-2 to Johnson. One away, Dan Rafferty at second. Then they might get him. Yes. Zamichelli on the quick turn. Second baseman Gardner. Perfectly placed. And the tag. 2 away. Changes the complexion of the inning to a large degree. And Zamichelli's still one strike away from ending it. It's 3-2. Hangs and fouls. Zamichelli tried to hump up there and couldn't locate. A walk for Matt Johnson. Lubanski hit one deep to right his first trip, and that wind really carries the ball when it's kind of high. So he's a dangerous hitter. Ball one to Lubanski. Down and away. Nice pitch. Not a good pitch to hit, though, on the outside corner. Two and one. Ripped. Past the shortstop, Hannon. Higgins with the cutoff. So first and second now for the Wolverines with 2 away. Hesselpoth. He walked his first trip. Breaking pitches down in the dirt. Nice stop by Gillen. Costanzo to Piotrowicz. Routine. Nothing for KK in the top of the third. Score remains Carroll 2-0. So Mike Costanzo. Mark Wagner adjusting some equipment. That's the brief delay. It'll be Costanzo, Jim Gillen, and Marty Higgins. 2-0 Patriots. One and 0. Two balls. You might like to take note that these schools are from the, what would in football would be the blue division, the lower enrollment. Carroll, awesome last year in football. KK at the bottom, but here they are in the championship game. Costanzo has 3-0 count. Willie Hack. That was hackable. Takes it for a strike. Now let's see if Hesselpoth gives him a fastball or goes back to breaking stuff. That's fast. It's up. It's a ball. It's a walk. First walk of the game issued by Hesselpoth. Jim Gillen. That's 5 straight balls. Or 5 out of 6, my mistake. Up and back. Costanzo. Not exactly Ricky Henderson at first. He holds. Now he goes because the ball's into left field and down. Semi-line drive, single to left, tight to the line for Jim Gillen. He's at first. At second, Mike Costanzo, and that's going to bring KK pitching coach Jack Vandegrift to the mound. And I think we're going to have a change. Yes, we are. Hesselpoth flips the ball, and my guess is it's going to be Jason Connor. It's going to be the first baseman, Chris Lubanski, the sophomore left-hander, is going to be your new pitcher. Other changes defensively. Hesselpoth has moved to right field. Jason Connor, the shortstop, has moved to first base. And the new third baseman, having moved in from right field, is Joe Zazworski. Marty Higgins, the left fielder. He's 1 for 1 with an infield single. Lubanski to Higgins. We had 5 defensive changes for KK. No one came off the bench. They all just moved around. The one we neglected to give you was Matt Johnson, the third baseman, moving to short. So it's 1-0 to Higgins. First and second, nobody out. Hard and through on the right side, the ground ball. And here comes the runner, Costanzo. He scores. The relay is late from Connor. And Carroll leads it 3-0 on the RBI single by Marty Higgins. First and third, John Gardner. Sophomore, 0 for 1, fouls it back to the screen. That could be trouble, but isn't. The second baseman, Steve Orman, just onto the outfield grass. 1 away. Anthony Altamare. 0 for 1. He grounded to third. That's going to be tight, but foul. Center field, Saccone can't get there in time. And that's an RBI single for Anthony Altamare as Jim Gillen scores. So Carroll now in control, 4-0.
Now batting number 37,
John Zamicelli. 0 for 1, grounded to short, takes a strike. Now even with the score at 4-0 and a runner on second base, KK still opting to hold the runner at first. Connor off the bag quickly though. Wagner smothers and recovers. To the third baseman, Zazworski, and Orman at second on the force. Higgins moves up, and Zamicelli safe at first on the force out. Courtesy runner at first base for the Patriots is Matt Kirsch. He's also a pitcher. We could see him later on. Anthony Patini. 2 outs, first and third. Token throw by Lubanski. Pitch out, nothing going on. Strike called. Down low, 2-1 to to Patini. He had a single in the second inning. Off the screen. Again, a foul ball, up and back. Nice off-speed pitch. Curve, changeup, not positive, but really fooled Patini. He's a strikeout victim. Carroll gets 2 in the inning, however, and leads it 4-0. On the lines for KK at first base is Jake DeFiore. And the head coach for the Wolverines heading to third is Steve Carcari. Jason Connor to start the 4th inning. He's 0 for 1 with a fly to right. Has also switched positions during the game. Now the first baseman. To right field, Altamare. 1 away. Mark Wagner, senior catcher. Fair ball down the left field line. Wagner is going to get a double. First pitch swinging. Mark Wagner, a double. Joe Zazworski, junior, now playing third base. And he takes a curve for strike 1. He fouled out to the third baseman Costanzo. 0 for 1. KK with a chance to make some noise. A 1-out runner in scoring position. That's foul down the third base side. Oh-2, Zamicelli, will he go for it? Yes, and gets it. Strike 3 on the swing. Courtesy runner, Jason Rowinski heading for second base to take the place of Mark Wagner, the catcher. And Nick Saccone is your batter. 0 for 1. Popped out to third. Strike 1 called. This would be the height of brass, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Rowinski try to steal third here. KK is very aggressive. It's losing 4-0. Needs something to feel good about. Now Saccone in the hole, 0-2. Rowinski gets all the lead he wants. They're not really paying attention. He holds. And Saccone goes down swinging on undoubtedly a ball. Carroll still leads it 4-0. Bottom of the 4th, top of the order. Piotrowicz to Johnson at short. A little bit of a high throw. Connor catches and holds. 1 away. Piotrowicz now 1 for 3. Mick Hannon, he's 1 for 2. Singled and scored a run in the first inning. Trickles foul. Curveball chopped. Wagner. 2 away. Mike Costanzo. 1 for 1, an RBI single, has also walked. 2 outs, nobody on. We'll see if they challenge him or still pitch him very carefully. There's a breaking ball. Strike 1. On deck is Jim Gillen. Again, a curve. Costanzo hammers it left center. He stumbled a little bit as he neared first, but he'll still easily chug into second. Again, the bubble. Again, a double. Costanzo. Jim Gillen, 1 for 1. He was hit by a pitch also. At the feet of Mark Wagner. That's going to carry. That's going to carry. And past the right fielder, Hesselpoth. Costanzo scores very easily. And Hesselpoth, Ciccone signaling that the ball left the playing field. Gillen's going to run all the way around just in case. Bruce Martin, the umpire, trotting out. And the fence, looks like there's a little bit of a gap there below the fence and where the field itself is. So it's a 2-baser. 2-base hit, an RBI for Jim Gillen.
Now batting, Marty Higgins, number 7.
5-0 Patriots. Marty Higgins already 2 for 2. Has an RBI. Fastball high. KK in the danger zone here. Losing 5-0. 3 more at bats. And this inning's still not over. 2-0. Hard and down. That's going to go to the fence. Just in front of it. Hesselpoth cuts it off. No way to prevent Higgins from getting a double though. And scoring is the courtesy runner, Matt Kirsch. So Higgins 3 for 3 with 2 RBI. Carroll leads it 6-0. John Gardner, the batter. Ball 1. Back-to-back RBI doubles for Gillen and Higgins. Strike called. Hard again into center field. Higgins will try to score. Ciccone won't get it there in time as the ball is cut off by Connor. Higgins, the unnecessary but cool looking slide. And Carroll leads it 7-0 on the RBI single by John Gardner. And again, we're going to have a pitching change. That'll be it for Lubanski. And this time it will be Joe Zazworski. New pitcher Joe Zazworski. Anthony Altamera to greet him. We had 4 defensive changes. Zazworski came into pitch, as we said. Lubanski went back to first. Connor went back to short. And Johnson went back to third. 0-1 to Altamare. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single. 12 hits already for the Patriots. 1-1. Zazworski, an off-speed artist for the most part. Fastball, foul back. That's a ball. Jim Ritchie is not going to give him the base, saying Altamare made no attempt to get out of the way. He turned it a little bit, but did not really make an attempt to get out of the way. Coach Fran Murphy going to talk it over. Altamare didn't really seem upset. The count is 2-2. Gardner was running on that pitch, and there he goes again. It's into right field, and it's going to fall. Hesselpoth gets it on the second bounce. Gardner, no sweat, making it to third. First and third for the Patriots. The inning's still going. Zamicelli, 0 for 2. The only Patriot without a hit. Strike called, inside corner. Curveball, hammered foul. Carroll well on its way to winning a 4th championship since 1996. And just running, Zazworski doesn't even notice him, is Altamare. Now what's going to happen here? Unbelievable. Back to third base safely is Gardner. And Altamare just strolls into second.
Johnny.
0-2 to Zamicelli. Driven deep to left. That has a chance. Nice catch at the fence with the leap, Dan Rafferty. So Zamicelli powdered it, but it's an out and it ends the inning. And after 4, it's 7-0 Carroll. I don't even have to tell you who's batting for Kennedy-Kenrick. Dan Rafferty, the guy who made the tremendous catch to end the inning. Of course, he leads it off. It always happens. Let's see if that play gives his team a little bit of a spark. They definitely need it. And he's first pitch swinging down 7-0. And Piotrowicz catches the foul pop-up. Steve Orman, 0 for 1, has drawn a walk. Costanzo, nice play. Mike Costanzo coming in on the slow chopper. 2 down. Three pitches, 3 outs. Anthony Altamare on the dive, tumble, whichever you prefer, catches the line drive, and that'll do it. 7-0 Carroll. 2 defensive changes for the Wolverines. The new left fielder is Mike O'Brien, and the new center fielder, Jason Rowinski. Anthony Patini takes the ball 1 to start the top of the 5th. Check that, it's the bottom of the 5th. Past Connor at shortstop and into center. Hard base hit for the number 9 hitter, Patini.
Every time I see that. Roman. Colleen, bring Roman over here.
Piotrowicz takes a second ball, 2-0. He's 1 for 3 with a single.
Leave now.
3-0. Joe Zazworski came on in relief last inning. 7-0 Patriots. Strike called. Patini was running there. Fouled back by Piotrowicz. Curveball just missed. Piotrowicz again a runner. First and second, nobody out. McCannon, the shortstop, 1 for 3 with a single. Again, KK holding the runner at first base. Ball 1. Wind picking up a little. There has been a threat of sprinkles. And it's 2-0. KK a down and out ball club at this juncture. Nothing really is going right, except for that nice catch in left field by Rafferty. Three and 0. There's a strike called on the fastball.
Hold on tight.
5. Fouled off way far on the right side. The 3-2. Line drive to right. Hesselpoth fades and makes the catch. Patini moves up to third. One away, runners at the corners. Mike Costanzo, a pair of doubles, 1 RBI. He has also walked. And he'll be looking to make hard contact once again. 1-0 to Costanzo. Wagner the quick throw. Bettini not far enough off third base. Ooh, big swing. Took him off balance and all the way across the plate into the right-hand batter's box. Two and one. Just missed. 3-1. Again, a hitter's count. See if Sazworski comes after him. Fastball. It's lifted. It might be in play. Wagner. Nice job by the catcher, Wagner. That was way up the chute. 2 away. Catcher Jim Gillen. 2 away, still first and third. He has 2 hits already, a double, 1 RBI. Grounder. Johnson and Lubanski handles. That'll end the inning. After 5, 7-0 Patriots. Top of the 6th, Chris Lubanski, 1 for 2. One and 0. Samicelli working on a 3-hitter. 3 strikeouts.
Come here.
Ball 4. 4 pitch walk to Lubanski. Hesselpath, the right fielder, 0 for 1 with a walk. Lubanski, a pretty good lead. And a strike call. One and 1. KK desperately needs to get something going here. Takes a bad hop over Costanzo. And Higgins bobbles, which will allow Hesselpath to get to second base. Second and third, nobody out. Coach Fran Murphy wants to chat with Zamo, as he's called.
Get your hand out of there. Get your hand out of there. Get your hand out of there. Get your...
0-1 to Jason Connor. There we go. Hard base hit to left field. RBI single for Connor. So KK twitches to life. Score is now 7-1.
Oh my God!
Mark Wagner, the catcher. He's 2 for 2. Single and then a double. Ball low. And I guess that's going to be it, because Fran Murphy is coming to Jim Ritchie, the umpire. So the change will be made. Looks like Matt Kirsch down in the left field bullpen warming up. So we'll have to make the assumption he'll be the new pitcher. This is senior left-hander Matt Kirsch, your new pitcher. And in right field, that is now your former pitcher, John Zamicelli. And in center field, having moved from right, is Anthony Altamar. Matt Kirsch to Mark Wagner. First hack, back to the screen. Again, off the screen. One and two. He held. Might we have an appeal? No swing. Kirsch, a good move. Connor is tagged out by the shortstop, Hannon. 2 away. Fouled off. Up the middle, Hannon. Strong and true. Hesselpoth scores on the ground out. 7-2 now. Joe Zazworski. He's 0 for 2. Fouled out and struck out. Tries to bunt up this way. No play. Driven deep to left. That has a chance to be caught. Marty Higgins, a few steps in front of the fence. That'll end the inning. 7-2 Carroll. Bottom of the 6th, Marty Higgins, then John Gardner and Anthony Altamar. Swinging strike one on the fastball. Higgins 3 for 3, 2 RBI, and he has also doubled. One on one. Again, good contact from Higgins. Tailing back. Oh, just missed it. Hesselpath. It does bounce off the fence. Higgins is going to hold with a double. Marty Higgins. 4 for 4 with a pair of doubles. Now it's John Gardner, the second baseman. He's a soph. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Way off speed, ball 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 hits for the Patriots. Two and 0. Strike call. That's away. 3 and 1. Ball 4. Gardner trots to first. Carroll again with something going.
That'll bring the bat now, number 20.
Anthony Altamare. Already 2 for 3 with an RBI. All kinds of hitting going on in this Carroll lineup. You have to wonder through the years that home field of Carroll, I mean, technically it's not an advantage because teams that play there can also hit the same kinds of home runs, but it has to give you a lot of confidence as a hitter playing there. Strike called. One and 1. Chopped foul. To Connor, the shortstop. Orman, whoa, he's upended on the nice takeout slide by Gardner.
Don't worry about it, Eric.
1 away. Zamicelli still hitless. 0 for 3 last time. Sent a fly ball deep to left, caught just in front of the fence by Dan Rafferty. Runners at first and third. And our 733rd step out of the game. Big time off speed curve. Driven to right. And Higgins thought it wasn't going to be caught. He neglected to tag up, so he has to hold at third. Cost Zamicelli a sacrifice fly RBI. Instead, just a fly ball to right. 2 away. Matt Kirsch gets a chance to swing the aluminum here. He's the relief pitcher. And he's ahead in the count 1-0. Tight throw there by Wagner at third, almost picked off Higgins. On the outside corner, 1 and 2. We're having all kinds of trouble in this left field bullpen with balls rolling onto the field.
Yo, look at that meathead, Mr. Allen.
And again, Altamira, and that's a balk. That just caps it for the Wolverines. Altamira started trotting off first base. Zaworski got a little confused, stepped forward instead of backward, and that's a balk. Kirsch still with a chance for an RBI if he gets one into the outfield with Altamira on second base now. Curveball, driven to center, and Rowinski wraps it up for the third out. 3 more outs to go. Archbishop Carroll leads it 8-2.
Batting number 19, Jason Rowinski.
Top of the 7th for the Wolverines. The backup center fielder, Jason Rowinski, to start things off. Ground ball. Kirsch couldn't quite get it. Gardner smothers, but that's going to be an infield single. And the throw gets past, so that's going to allow Rowinski to trot to second base. Single and an error. Bob Fazio is the pinch hitter for O'Brien in the 9 hole. He's 1 for 2 in the playoffs. So runner on second, nobody out. Carroll needs 3 outs. Fazio comes off the bench hacking. That's up. 1-1 to Fazio. Strike call. Looks like we'll have another pinch hitter. We see Dan Neild in the on-deck circle. Likely he'll bat for Orman. That's up. Fazio's a little guy. Small strike zone.
Sure you did.
Swinging. 1 away. The pinch hitter is Dan Neild, senior. Lefty to lefty. Kirsch trying to close it out. 2 more to go for the Patriots. Left center. Higgins gets there. Nice catch by Marty Higgins. And into third base goes Rowinski. We're on the verge. 2 away. Carroll leads it 8-2. About to win its 4th championship since 1996. Matt Johnson takes the ball 1. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Again, the atmosphere is still very drab, even though Carroll's 1 out away from winning the championship. Very strange.
It's like they're used to it.
Yeah. It's 2-0. Strike called. If Johnson gets on, we'll see Chris Lubanski. One strike away now. A little bit more noise from the fans. Still no earplugs necessary. Kirsch studies. Pops it up. Foul. That's up. Full count now. Johnson alive and kicking for the moment. The pitch. Fly ball. Altamere. There are your 2001 champions, the Patriots of Archbishop Carroll. Relentless hitting through the course of the game. Just enough quality pitching. Zamicelli dives on the pile. Higgins dives on the pile. And the score, the final, Carroll 8, Kennedy-Kenrick 2. Winning pitcher, John Zamicelli. Kirsch closes it out. And a 4th championship for Carroll since 1996.
All right, George.
What do you think?
Little on number 31? No, the other guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give both these teams a nice round of applause. Good job, fellas. Wolverines and the Patriots. Good job, fellas.
You. welcome would be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be. I'll be there someday. I can go the distance. I will find my way. If I can be strong, I'll know every mile will be worth my while. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong. Down an unknown road to embrace my fate. Oh, that road may wander, will lead me to you. And the 1,000 years would be worth the wait. It might take a lifetime, but somehow I'll see it through. And I won't look back. I can go the distance, and I'll stay on track. No, I won't accept defeat. It's an uphill slope, but I won't lose hope. Till I go the distance, and my journey is complete. But to look beyond the glory is the hardest part. Our hero's strength is measured by his like a shooting star. I will go the distance. I will search the world. I will face its harms. I don't care how far. I can go the distance till I find my hero's welcome waiting, yeah. Yours. I will search for words.